Welcome back, all you happy fish hookers. Today we're going to be doing a boat ramp review at the Harold A. Campbell Public Use Boat Ramp area. This is in STA 3 and 4. It's about 14 miles north of I-75 on Highway 27 on the west side. And when you come in here after running for about 6 miles, once you get off the main road, you come down here, follow this paved road just to where it ends, and you take a little right. Now from here, you're going to be running all the way in. This is a little magic video editing I did here to shorten up the trip a little bit. But when you come on up in here, this is all paved. It's real pretty. This is about in the middle of the Everglades as you're going to get. On the left-hand side, you'll see a nice little lake. You can catch largemouth bass, chain pickerel, peacock bass, bowfin, and there's mine cichlids all over the place. There's tilapia up in there. There's a little bit of exotics and such. But, man, when you check out this place is absolutely cool. So during the middle of the week, there ain't nobody out here. This place is a ghost town. But during the week, and, man, there's a little bit of traffic and such. This is on a Saturday. So check this out when I get this truck parked. You're going to see that footbridge on the left-hand side. Man, that is such a cool place. Here is Harold A. Campbell, a picture of him. We are thankful for his service and for the South Florida Water Management District dedicating this area to his memory, which is really cool. There's that lake I was talking about. That lake is pretty cool. I haven't got the depths on that, but there's some really good fish in there. I've pulled out a couple of 3-4 pound bass, no sweat. You got some rules up in here on the board. They're enforcing social distancing even way out in the middle of the Everglades, so that's some COVID-19 business for you. Enforceable everywhere. But, yeah, there's rules. Yay, rules. So as we pan around here, one of the things you're going to notice is that's a little potty house. So you can do your business in there. It's a water-free facility. So it's not exactly in the best of condition, but hey, at least it's something. It's better than nothing, but you know, you're rolling the dice on that one. There's some more rules and regulations. Middle of the Everglades, they got a lot of rules, a lot of regulations. They ain't scared to tell you about them, and here's a whole bunch of them. So read those as you see fit. But yeah, that little porta potty there got a couple bullet holes in it too. So you know, people go out there and shoot and stuff. So it's a little risky, if you ask me, for having a number 2 or a number 1 out there in the middle of the Everglades and such. If you got to have you some business, man, you know, roll the dice or have you a yard growler, one of the two. But off to the left-hand side here, we're going to take a look at some parking spaces. I was on foot videotaping this so you kind of get a halfway decent idea of what's happening. Lots of pavement out here. Lots of wonderful, usable pavement. If you're a brand new boater and you want a place to practice, you can drive all the way out here, man, on a weekday, and you can practice to your heart's content. You practice parking that trailer. You practice backing in and out of the ramps. Get you good, man, so that when you go out to them busy areas, you look like a champ instead of a chump. So this is the primary entry point into this ramp area. You're going to come down this laneway right here. You'll see there's parking on the right. There's parking on the left. Nice big wide lanes, so you don't really have to worry about accuracy a whole lot. Like I said, really good for practicing and such. So you come down here, and that boat ramp is going to be just past this little tree on the right-hand side. Now this is a double ramp, or it's a single ramp rather with double sides. So you got a side on the left, a side on the right, and it's going to allow for you to do a little bit of tandem launching and recovering. So I highly encourage you to grab you a little rum drink, settle in, and we'll check out this ramp thoroughly. After we go ahead and look at the rule board here. Oh, and the graffiti. Nice on the graffiti. Good job, boys. Good job on the graffitis. All right, so you take a look at this. This is a grooved ramp, solid concrete. It's not too steep, so that's really righteous. I dig that a whole bunch. They made sure, I mean, you're out in the middle of nowhere, man, and look at this. This is some quality business. Good, solid pilings. Look at that ramp. The water is pretty clear, pretty pristine. There are no end markers on where the end of the ramp is at, but you're going to see this in pretty clear detail here. Right there's the end of the ramp, and even if you overhook the end of it, man, there's rocks and stuff down there, so you don't have to get too worried about it. About the biggest a boat you want to bring in here is a single axle, maybe a 20, 21 footer. You can probably sneak in there with a 25, but that might be a little bit of overkill for this area. Lots of just quality dock work here. I'm really impressed with what these boys did when they installed this, and it stood the test of time. I've been coming out here for years, and this ramp is very well kept. So this is the north side. As you can see, there was plenty of davits, lots of good solid structure, and good quality craftsmanship out here. My hat's off to these SWA or the South Florida Water Management District boys on this one. This is a solid facility. So this is the southern side of it. You'll see this leads down to another ramp. And I believe at the end of this one, we've got us a nice little staging area to support, you know, a couple of vessels at the same time. So this is really nice right here. This is an absolute hidden gem. This little area out here is so pretty. It's out in the middle of nowhere, and it has one of the finer facilities when it comes to engineering and structure that I've ever seen. This thing is really well kept. I'm super impressed with this. So again, there's the end of that ramp. You know, it's out there. So you got a pretty decent length to work with. Now I want you to pay attention right here. When I said peacock bass, watch this. Bam! 1, 2. Those are peacock bass, boys and girls. Yeah, just hanging out right there at the ramp. Man, peacock bass so easy. They're right there at the ramp for you to find. All right. So, we take a look at this ramp, and it's out in the middle of nowhere. It's, like I said, 14 miles north of 75. It's 6 miles off the beaten path, and then you take a right. So, one of the things I'm going to do, I'm going to give it a half a flat tire for the state of the bathroom, a half a flat tire for the ramp being shallow and short, and one whole flat tire for no bait or no food. So we give them a total of 2 flat trailer tires of aggravation on this particular ramp. So thank you very much for tuning in. I'm Captain Matt Weber, and I hope you have another fine day full of fun and adventure.